So man, the weather is taking a turn for the worse. We got an ice storm coming in. Well, I guess it's here between now and 4 a.m. between here and Salem, Oregon. So I'm not sure how far we're going to make it once we get loaded. They say emergency travel only, which probably is going to be what happened. We may get loaded and have to stay up here tonight, just take off in the morning, which doesn't get me down there to where I got it delivered until Saturday. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. But we're getting loaded now, so we'll see what happens here. But it is not very pretty. Not very pretty at all. Alright guys, we got loaded. We are on 205. We're on the west side of Portland going around the loop, the 205 loop that basically encircles Portland. We got about 70 miles down to Salem, I believe it is. I think that's where the storm is supposedly, we're supposed to leave the storm, somewhere around there. So once we make it down there, we should be coming out of this and back into probably just some rainy weather for a little bit, and then probably clearing up the further south that we go. So, which is all good. So we just got to kind of get through this BS. I don't like it. Alright guys, we are south of Salem, Oregon, and look at the difference already. It was pretty quick coming out of the crap to this, so we are good to go from here on out. As you look to your right, you can see all of the Oregon wine country. That's all grapevines there, it looks like, so I believe, yeah. Anyway, so we got about 7 hours to the truck stop tonight in Orland, California. And I've got 6 hours and 45 minutes left to drive. So because they had a shutdown up there on the 205 with that accident, and I got pictures, I could do what we call a 2-hour adverse driving claim under adverse driving conditions. If something unexpected like that cost you to, you know, hinder your trip, every now and then, if you can't, you know, every now and then you're allowed to claim 2 hours extra time to drive to make up for what you lost. So you don't have to use the full 2 hours, but they give you 2 hours, and I got that time to use. So I'll probably use that tonight, depending on, unless I make up time, because we're only looking at about 18 minutes. Or I might be able to PC 18 minutes to, you know, a better parking spot or something. So either way, we'll make that tonight. Be there probably around 7:30, maybe 8 at the latest, which will get me up no later than 6 and get me over to my delivery point right about on time at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then from there, we'll keep on trucking. So we're going to Tracy, California, which is basically the San Francisco, Sacramento area. And then from there, I was told we were going to head further south and east from that. So I'm really hoping we'll see what happens. But anyway, we're at least out of all that snow and ice, so thank God for that. All right, and we're back. We got down there this morning to deliver this load. I was up at about 5 a.m. this morning. But look at the world of difference between yesterday with all the snow. Today, 65, beautiful day, beautiful temperature out there today. We are in Sacramento right now, west of San Francisco. We dropped in Tracy, California. I got up about 5 o'clock this morning, 5:30. Ran the last 3 hours in this morning to Tracy, got in and got unloaded pretty quickly, actually. I don't think I was there more than an hour and a half at the most from check-in to check-out time, so decent. And about an hour later, picked up a load out of Turlock, California, a bunch of big bags. I'll show a picture of it here. Yeah, these bags here, full of ground pet food. Not exactly sure what that means, but they said it is ground animal feed is what it is. Not necessarily pet feed, but ground animal feed. Heading these out to Eaton, Colorado, which is over by Fort Collins, just north of Denver. For Monday, it's about a 17-hour trip from here. It was about a total of 19 hours when we left. So we took off almost a couple hours ago. Got fuel, put a little air in one of the tires that was a little bit low, and got us some good chicken wings to nibble on as we drive. And we are heading out. All right, so we are now here up on the top, or going to the top of the mountain. Look at the difference already. I was just pulled over at a chain check area. I guess we are required to carry chains coming this way. I don't know if it's through the whole state of California or just on this route, but I know Colorado is required to carry chains between September through May if you're going west of Denver on I-70. So I believe, at least probably, I don't know what time frame, but California requires chains, and I don't have any because we don't really use chains. But anyway, they didn't ask if I had any, so I didn't tell them, but they did pull us all over at a check stop, gave us a diagram of where the chains go on which tires if we need chains, but was informed that there is no chain law in effect at this point. So this is probably as bad as it's going to get. Probably even think maybe 8-foot snow drifts that were being pushed off the road. I mean, you saw that snow plow. That wasn't even a snow plow. That was just a driving snow blower, man. That thing was huge and massive. But we made it into Reno, west of Reno, to Fernley, Nevada, and went to bed, made some dinner. It was kind of late, but we made dinner anyway. Made some really good spaghetti with some nice Johnsonville spicy hot sausage and some good garlic sauce and some noodles. And didn't do like spaghetti noodles, did like rigatoni noodles. So it was really good. Watched the movie. Went to bed a little bit late, about 10:30, 11. I mean, not late, but I mean late enough to have dinner. It was about 9 o'clock when I ate finally. Anyway, I went to bed, and it's now about, well, it's 10:30 Central. That makes it 8:30 here. So we're 14 hours out of Denver. So we got today, 11 hours today, and a couple hours tomorrow. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we're gonna keep on trucking. Hey guys, welcome. So I am here in the Love's Tire Shop. I had a hole in my sidewall on my drives, so we had to pull in here in Wells, Nevada into the Love's, have them take one of the spares that I got on the trailer in the tire rack and put a tire on here. So we've been here a couple hours waiting. They just pulled us in a little bit ago. So we're going to get our tires done, and we'll drive a few more hours and call it quits for the night, I guess. But, yeah, it was, I stopped back to take a little break, walked around the truck, and saw that it was off the bead, and then saw a little hole in the sidewall. So I don't know where in the hell that came from, but it needed to be done. So we traveled about another 50 miles here to the truck stop, and now we're getting it taken care of. So we'll be back on the road here in a little bit. Hey, good morning. Well, we are in Wyoming now, so almost that way. If you watched my last video, you'll see where I was heading to Washington, and I went through Green River, Wyoming, through a tunnel. If you watched that video, I went through the tunnel. Today, that is closed. Both eastbound and westbound is closed because there was a major accident right there, and I guess they're using one side of the tunnel as a staging area. So I can't imagine what it is, but they are going to take us off the exit that runs us through town and around the tunnel, and then put us back on the highway on the other side of the tunnel. So this time, instead of seeing Green River through the interstate and through the tunnel, I'll bring it on when we get off, and we'll actually go through the town. So if you watched the last video, then you'll be able to see it from a different perspective, same area. Anyway, there's supposed to be snow moving into Wyoming later today. I think I'm going to be ahead of it. I hope so. If not, they're only looking between 1 to maybe 3 inches. So the snow's not bad unless the wind starts coming with it. And I don't know how that's going to be. And usually it's worse on the eastern side, you know, over there closer to Cheyenne and Rawlins and that area. So we'll see how it goes. So far it's nice. It's 30 degrees. It's overcast. Got some clouds, some blue sky to my left and behind me, but it does look like snow's going to be moving in. So I'm only 5.5 hours from where I got to be, so I want to make it as far as I can before that happens. So we're going to keep on trucking. I'll bring you back up when we get over here to Green River. Hey guys, welcome. Man, I tell you, that prayers go out to all the families of the 3 that passed away, and I guess there was a lot injured as well, from what I understand, but they're going to be fine. But yeah, definitely prayers go out to the victims of all the families of all the victims there. And it's so weird, you know, there are so many things that I see happen right after I've gone through. So I was just through that tunnel a couple of days prior, and then to come back and see it in the condition it was in just shortly after I went, it's kind of like, man, what if I was a day behind schedule or something, you know? That would have been me. That would have been me inside the tunnel. And that's happened many times, you know. Big tornadoes down in Oklahoma City. I was there the day before, and then the whole town damn near got wiped out many years ago. And yeah, I was there the day before and left that morning, and then I came in. And storms up on Interstate 80 back in the day that, you know, at 70, 80 car pileups, you know, I was through there probably 2 or 3 hours before it happened. So I thank God, man, because he's definitely got to be watching out for me. But that tunnel was, I guess, from what I understand, it's going to be now closed, from what I understand, indefinitely. Now, does that mean forever, or at least a couple of years or so? Because I know they got to get people back out there. They may have to kind of rebore it and restructure it a little bit. I don't know. But I was told indefinitely, but I don't think they'll keep it forever. I guess you never know. You never know. So we'll see what happens on that one. But I did make it to Colorado the next day and picked up a load. Well, I was there a little bit, few hours, and then we took off that afternoon for Kansas. And I picked up the next morning in McPherson, Kansas at John Manville. Didn't go south where it's warm. No, where'd I come? Out here in Coleman, South Dakota. I don't know if you could hear this in the background, this little psst, 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 psst. That's my compressor, my air valve. I can't build up enough air. It's been 14 below zero, 3 below zero. Right now it's only 3 degrees above zero. I think I've got frozen air lines in between the air compressor and the air dryer. It's not allowing the tanks to air up, and it just keeps that compressor rolling. So I'm sitting here at a Boss truck shop waiting to get put in to see if we can get these defrosted and whatever, but I don't think I'm going to go anywhere today. It's already 4:30, almost 5 o'clock. So we're going to get ready to take a walk into the truck stop here in a minute to see if we can get an update as to what's going on, but it's not looking very good for today, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it quits on this one. I've had so much stuff happen here over the last few days with the weather and everything. I need to call it quits, man. So, thanks for watching this one, and we'll start collecting videos for the next one. Maybe just the rest of this trip even, at least. So, guys, thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.